Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, companies large and small across the country are having the same challenge. There is a leadership crisis in America. We're going to talk to a nationally known expert next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team. And the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So it is a classic story that we've been hearing for generations. You have a hotshot salesman or saleswoman, and so then you promote them. They become the leader of the whole sales team. Problem is they haven't even read a leadership book. How do you lead a team? Especially these days when sometimes you have a Gen Z or a younger leading an older. How do you get the older person to listen to the younger person? To talk about that today, Rebecca Wolf. She is a learning and development consultant. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate this today.
Yeah, well, I think it is a crisis across the country, especially because the Gen Zs come into the workplace thinking, hey, I want that corner office and I want to get there as fast as possible. Then you've got this boomer boss saying, kid, pay your dues. Do you see this? Do you see this?
I do see this a lot. And, with the generation gap, who's leading, but it's also been amplified with sometimes we're not doing it in person. So you might be leading in a different country, a different state, and creating that virtual connection's been difficult for a lot of individuals to make with their team, to have that really sense of value, like I care about you and I'm going to lead you. And it's a connection that organizations do have a challenge reaching with their employees.
Okay, I want people to know more about your qualifications because you have not just one, but 2 master's degree, overachiever, graduated from SMU.
Yes, I graduated from the Cox School of Business for my MBA. Loved the program. They have so much to offer. That was a wonderful experience. And I think part of it, besides the teachers being a part of it, was, Edwin Cox himself would come in and give us awards. He met with us. It wasn't just a charity to him. Yes. He firmly believed in the school and the students coming from there.
I want to show this picture because I found this on your LinkedIn, and I want you to tell us, who are we looking at here?
So on the very left is Mr. Cox himself. The one next to me is my BFF forever and ever, Kristen Mompo, but she's also been my mentor, my coach as well, helping me get through where I wanted to go in my life, giving me that encouragement. And then there's also the dean at the time who was in the picture as well.
And this is the Dean Circle Award. Explain what that is.
So the award was given going, again, that extra achiever. They had extra seminars, they had extra training programs, extra learning opportunities. I don't think I missed one single training that they had. It was something that was important to me. Not just getting the degree, but what other knowledge do I have? What can I then apply to where I want to go in life?
Wow.
And it was just an absolutely incredible experience to
and
offer.
Absolutely one of the finest schools in the country, so congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You also went to another school, the Disney School.
Yes,
So
oh my gosh.
Let's go ahead and put this, okay, tell us about that picture.
Okay, I think I actually beat Mickey Mouse in The Biggest Smile. I might have actually done that in that picture. But it was through the Cox School of Business, and based on your studies, your grades, and your wanting, your involvement, you could qualify for the Disney Institute. There actually was, you had to meet with the school to qualify for it. And I was just so happy to meet with it. It was to teach you about customer service and the importance. And it doesn't matter what your role is in an organization, it's how you treat others around you. Everyone's a new customer, whether it's an external that brings money or an internal and you're helping them out, like through HR or through finance.
Sure. I want to talk more about that in a minute, but here's an overview of the Disney Institute. Welcome
to our Customer Experience Summit. We are so excited that you're here.
We're going to go on a journey for a couple of days, and we're really going to explore the Disney way.
Today we're going to talk about some of the ways we've evolved the guest experience.
No experience is too small to be excellent.
To me, the Disney Summit is getting new ideas and learning best practices from one of the leaders in the world at customer experience and employee engagement.
We're learning a lot about leadership, customer experience, and how to take the principles and ideas to our teams back home.
Companies are making a choice. They're either choosing to ignore the customer experience, or they're doing what you're doing, which is coming to learn about how you get that back to where it needs to be.
The greatest opportunity here at the Disney Institute, and especially coming here at Disneyland, is being able to immerse yourself in the culture and practices that Disney teaches.
Do something only you can do. What is it only you can bring to life for your customers, your guests?
It takes one person to make a difference. Be that person.
It's been a really great mix, I think, of listening and learning, but then going out and watching how it's all done.
Experiential storytelling is what we do. It's really connecting with our guests and then using technology in the service of story.
They allowed us to experience not just what the content was, but to actually feel it.
The time spent and the money invested here has been extremely valuable.
I learned so much that I will definitely be taking back. If you are dealing with people in any way, shape, or form, you need to be here.
Learning from a brand and a company like Disney that's best in class, there's nothing better.
It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I would absolutely recommend the Disney Summit because it will reignite you, it will push you, it will encourage you, and it will inspire you.
What I love about that, Rebecca, is Disney was a customer experience genius, even down to there's not a piece of litter on Main Street, and employees treat you like a VIP because he's literally taking you into a magical kingdom.
Right. Yeah, one of the proud moments in the picture that we had, I was holding a little Minnie Mouse doll. And when I came back home, my parents were like, why was Minnie, with you? And they told a wonderful story about customer service. And we all know when you're on vacation, you leave, you have to catch that plane, you don't want to miss it. And there was a family that left, and unfortunately, they left their daughter's little doll behind. And of course, they called the hotel, the hotel found it. Now, in some places, a hotel might just send them the doll back. But instead, the employee who found it took pictures of that doll with Mickey Mouse throughout the entire park, and they sent a note saying, sorry, she was late home, she was hanging out with Mickey to get a little extra fun, and they sent the Mickey Mouse doll with her.
Wow.
And so all the pictures that we have of all the students were all in the picture, and we had the little Minnie Mouse doll with us, and she was like our little spirit of the customer service, that client service that anyone can do.
Wow.
And as they were saying, it's just one smile.
That is so special.
It really was.
You said that you were part of a special class of SMU students.
Yes, it was a special class for the SMU. That's how we were able to qualify for the program. And throughout the entire few days that we were there, customer service, what does it mean? The importance of a smile, and always supporting your team. The trophy that we got before meeting Mickey Mouse was that morning I got to go and open up Main Street. I was the official greeter to people coming in the park, and it doesn't matter if you were 3 years old or 93 years old. Everyone had the biggest smile. This was a dream that everyone had. Everyone wanted to come to the park, and just to be able to say, hi, welcome to Disney. Can I help you find something? And it was just a beautiful moment.
That's really cool. Well, you've learned from the best of the best. Tell me the types of clients that you like to work with.
I like to work with clients who understand the importance of training for their employees, the investment that they need to make. It's not just something to talk about, we're going to do training, or we're going to, sometimes offer a lot of training classes. Does that training actually apply to what your business goal is? You can, I always, train people or have them read books or do classes, but it's also, being able to implement it. A friend of mine, she said it so eloquently. You can read every book on swimming. It doesn't mean you know what to do when you fall out of the boat. And so it's investing, not just creating those classes, but showing people how to then use that knowledge.
Sure.
Whether it's a skill or maybe it is also with leadership, talking to your employees.
And you've got to make sure that it's entertaining, or else the employees are not.
Yes. Yes.
So give me an idea of when you work with clients, is the learning experience interactive?
Yes, I really believe in doing something that's interactive and something that they haven't done before. I have done trainings. One of my favorite little parts was, it was a large, room, and I had a lot of people, so I couldn't really get everyone to do a little exercise. But I told them, I'm like, everyone turn off your phone and flip it over. And they're like, okay, fine. And I'm like, read off to me all of your icons and everything and where it's placed on your homepage when you turn on your phone. And people, you have to think about that and stumble. And, I explained, we say that we talk to our employees every day. We say that we know our team, we know the individuals, and you see them every day, but how many times do you look at your phone every day? And it's a struggle for you to be able to identify that. So it's like, how do you make then a stronger connection with your employees?
That's really powerful. How does a company know when they need to bring in somebody like you?
Looking at, working with talent acquisition and HR and also the business goals. That's when organizations are like, we need to bring someone in who's going to do learning and development. Part of what we have is, you want to sustain a culture of positivity. People want to stay there. So if they want to stay there, it's because you're investing for them to stay there. And it brings, more of a team spirit within the organization, because people are like, you know what, I can go forward. I can take my career to the next step. I don't have to leave. And that's where learning and development come in. In HR and talent acquisition, it's, not putting out fires, but it's being proactive. How can we then grow the business? So it's a partnership.
And staying ahead of trends. Like right now, the buzzword is AI. Everybody is obsessed with artificial intelligence, and is it going to eliminate my job? It's important for companies to embrace new technology. It's not like it's going to go away. And how can you use it as a tool?
Yeah, and that's actually fun with that, is looking at the different technologies. AI, again, ChatGPT, I think, is the hot one off of everyone's lips right now. But you have to think about, of course it's going to take, lead ahead. I've been fortunate to work for technology companies to really be on that forefront, but your job role will change. The job that you're probably going to be working in a few years, it doesn't even exist now. So how do we embrace the technology that's coming and then apply that to the job that we're looking for with different skill sets?
Outstanding. Final thoughts. What would you like to leave people with?
Oh my goodness. For a final thought in leading, it would be, for individuals, for companies really to do that investment in their employees, and making it fun. It's always challenging for me when I see a company and they do something. I always call it the CBS, or the Charlie Brown syndrome. And people are sitting in a class and all they hear is wah, 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 wah. And it's like it's buzzing over them. It's not engaging, and it doesn't apply to their job. So how do you make it fun? How do you make it connection? And then continuing to look at it and measuring it. Was it actually successful? Did it move the benchmark that we were looking to move, the milestones that we're looking for moving? And I think for all companies, it's embracing that. Learning and development can take from skill development, onboarding, to your leadership development skills and helping them go to that next level.
Outstanding. You've been an amazing guest. We're also going to leave with your LinkedIn page. Go ahead and get a hold of Rebecca Wolf on LinkedIn. There you go. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.